11 scary videos that'll keep you inside tonight. The joke's on you, I already always stay inside. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks and today we'll take a look at 11 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin. The first video we'll be looking at was posted to TikTok by a user known as Globalist Slayer USA on February 1st, 2026, and shows a strange moment captured on a home security camera late at night. The footage shows a quiet backyard covered in snow. Right from the start, you can already see a series of footprints scattered across the ground, but then something even stranger happens.
Oh boy, I'm ready.
As the video continues, a new set of footprints begins to appear, forming one after another, as if something invisible is actively walking through.
Oh wait, okay, oh yeah. Let's run that back, I missed that, hold on. Okay.
From the start, you can already see a series of footprints scattered across the ground.
Okay, yeah,
but
those footprints there.
Then, something even stranger happens.
So there's footprints over there? Oh. Okay, I see now. Okay, yeah, something just darts across there. Okay. That's ominous.
As the video continues, a new set of footprints begins to appear, forming one after another, as if something invisible is actively walking through the yard. What makes it even more unusual is the spacing. These newer prints have a much wider gait, suggesting something significantly larger than a normal person. It's a subtle detail, but once you notice it, it completely changes how the clip feels. The uploader even used the hashtag Bigfoot, suggesting they believe these tracks could belong to something far from ordinary.
Bigfoot.
For those who believe, this could point to something unseen physically moving through the environment, leaving behind tracks without ever...
Bigfoot, of course. So this dude thinks Bigfoot or a Yeti walked across his yard. Because of all the backyards in the world that are covered in snow, this here is where the Yeti chose to cross. And his camouflage is so good that he just, boom, vanished right across from there. Of course.
Being visible.
Of course it was Bigfoot.
Another possibility is that whatever is making the footprints simply isn't being picked up properly by the camera, blending into the background due to lighting or recording limitations. It could also be the result of editing, with the footprints added in afterward to create the illusion.
Yeah, some people
It's the
do
progression
that, right?
that stands out the most, not just the footprints themselves, but the fact that new ones appear, as if something is actively moving through the yard in real time.
That'd be unfortunate. Well, on to number 10 now.
Imagine coming home after a long day, pulling into your driveway and noticing something across the street that immediately makes you stop and stare.
Oh.
That's exactly what happened to this woman, as shown in a TikTok video posted by user Little Miss Bella 3. The clip begins with her pulling into her driveway and stepping out of her car. As she locks the door, something catches her attention across the street, and she just stands there watching.
Oh boy. That's not good. What the heck is that? Like a cat with a flashlight attached to it? What the heck is that?
On the other side of the road, a person wearing what appears to be a headlamp can be seen moving around on all fours.
It's a person.
Their movements are erratic and unnatural, almost animal-like, as they...
I thought that was like a cat or something. Hold on. Is that a person on all fours?
On the other side of the road, a person wearing what appears to be a headlamp can be seen moving around on all fours.
I guess it sort of looks like legs, huh? Yeah, who knows what bro is up to? Is that the person?
Their movements are erratic and unnatural, almost animal-like, as they crawl and shift positions in a way that's difficult to make sense of.
I thought it was a
They
cat.
continue behaving strangely for several moments, never acknowledging the person filming. At first glance, the way this figure moves feels deeply unsettling, like something pretending to be a human, but not quite getting.
Is that a way to like prank your neighbors? What is bro up to? And how did they get used to it, I wonder? How did they get used to being on all fours? It's one of those questions that, you don't need an answer to. It's like, it's okay, we don't need to know. This is some creative way to prank your neighbor, dude. To creep him out, but all like that. I said it once, I'll say it again, man. And a good way of getting yourself shot, dude. What are you doing?
It right. It could also just be a person acting oddly, possibly under the influence, or simply behaving in a way that doesn't make much sense from the outside. But it's the unpredictability that makes this clip stick. There's no context or no explanation.
Like, dude, what are you doing?
Just someone moving.
The lady just came home from a long day at work, and here you are playing some creepy headlight dude. What, just a mess of her because you're high or something? Yeah, you know what? He is kind of awesome in a way, isn't he? I mean, there's someone who's not afraid to be himself, no matter what, right? I guess he didn't. He misunderstood when people said just be yourself. What they mean is be your acceptable self, not yourself.
A way you don't expect to see.
That was more strange than scary, huh? Well, on to number 9.
A large number of children grow up with imaginary friends. It's a normal part of childhood, and most parents don't think much of it.
Yeah.
But sometimes, things don't stay so innocent.
Oh.
This TikTok video was posted on January 27th, 2026 by a man named Nicholas Faria. In it, he approaches his young daughter who appears to be talking to someone who isn't there. At first, it seems like a harmless moment. Then this happens.
Oh.
Decile que traiga el coche, decile. Le dice que traiga el coche.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. You're too pussy, keep you driving in a straight line.
No.
The girl begins calling out to her imaginary friend, asking it to push the stroller sitting nearby on
That's not scary. I think it's kind of cute. The imaginary friend. Look, he did his best, okay? He did his best.
the sidewalk.
And the doofus could even.
And just
could even
seconds
pull it in
later,
a straight
the
line.
stroller starts moving.
I mean, push it in a
There's
straight
no
line.
one visible touching it. It simply begins rolling forward on its own, as if
And then you bump
something
into a wall like a
responded to her
dork.
request.
Who taught you how to push a
Moments
stroller?
like this are often interpreted as a child interacting with something unseen. The idea that imaginary friends might not always be imaginary. At
Or
the same
or the
time,
girl has telepathy, yeah. Like Hispanic Matilda there, just pulling the cart toward her.
there could be a simpler explanation. The stroller may have been on a slight incline, causing it to roll naturally, or it could have been
or it
nudged
could have
just
been
out
the
of
wind.
frame.
You heard wind in the clip.
It's also possible the scene was staged to line up with what the girl was saying. What makes the clip stand out is the timing. She asks, and almost immediately, something happens.
Yeah, there's too good a timing there. I thought it was kind of cute in a way.
Over on TikTok, a woman known as Cat Snap posted a video explaining a strange and unsettling situation happening near her home. She says she lives by a river in an area with no lights at night, making it especially dark and quiet once the sun goes down.
Oh dear.
But according to her, that silence has been broken more than once. She then asks viewers to listen closely.
Oh dear.
So just listen for a moment, okay? And tell me that you would not be freaked out by this.
Someone singing out there?
From somewhere across the river, a series of loud, eerie singing and chanting sounds can be heard echoing through the darkness. The voices don't
Yeah, was that singing? What the heck? Let's try it again. Or turn it up just a little bit. And now I know there's no screamer in there.
That you would not be freaked out by this.
Someone's definitely singing out there. I'll say silence. They hang out even in the river. Not even the river.
From
they'll say
somewhere
from
across
sirens.
the river, a series of loud, eerie singing and chanting sounds can be heard echoing through the darkness. The voices don't sound close, but they're clear enough to feel uncomfortably present. It's the kind of noise that doesn't immediately make sense, rhythmic, almost coordinated, and completely out of place in such an isolated area. What makes this even stranger is that this wasn't a one-time occurrence. In the description, she explains that this is the third time in 2 years that she's heard these sounds near her property.
A third time?
In a follow-up video, she responds to someone suggesting it might just be people nearby. She acknowledges that others do live along the river in California, but insists that whoever is making the noise is doing so late at night, and for reasons she can't explain.
Yeah.
The whole situation gives the impression of something happening just out of sight, close enough to hear.
Yeah, this is someone rehearsing out there, right? And they do have a very, very good voice. And if they've only turned up a few times in 3 years, you know, they probably just come to this spot thinking, oh, there's no way they can hear me. Maybe the river's too loud. But nope, that lady heard you loud and clear. And this one isn't scary, I don't think. It's kind of cool. Well, I mean, the concept of sirens is pretty scary. You know, don't follow her voice or whatnot. But yeah, it's kind of cool in a way. Whoever is singing has
but
a really
far
good
enough
voice.
to remain
They're
hidden.
talented.
Of course, there could be a more ordinary explanation.
Talent, huh?
The voices may simply be coming from people gathered somewhere along the river bank, with sound carrying unusually well over the water at night. But even with that in mind, hearing distant chanting echo through a dark, unlit area like that is the kind of thing that's hard to ignore once you've experienced it.
Yeah, why not, right? Yeah, that's true. You know, in that case, you know, it wasn't Ariel. You know, it was Ursula stealing Ariel's voice. That too, you have to watch out for. You know, that hot girl singing on the beach. Careful, she's actually a sea witch in disguise. Don't fall for it, lads. Don't fall for it.
A woman named Sarah Serendipity posted a video to her TikTok account on March 12th, 2026, describing a moment that left her deeply unsettled.
Oh boy.
According to Sarah, she had a strong feeling that she was being watched one night.
Oh.
Unable to shake the feeling, she decided to pull out her phone and start recording,
Naturally,
just
as
in
one
case.
does.
It didn't take long for that feeling to be validated.
Oh boy.
Is that? What the is that? What the What the is that? It looks like a hand.
Oh, on the window?
A freaking face. Like 2 hands and a face. What the is this?
On her window there?
As you can see, what appear to be handprints and even a face impression suddenly become visible on the window.
That's kind of creepy. Man, good optical illusion. The girl's got a extreme case of pareidolia there. Let's back up a bit. Yeah, she thinks that was someone looking in. Yeah, I can see why she thinks it might be a person looking in, or someone who was looking in, but yeah.
What the is that? It looks like a hand. A freaking face. Like 2 hands and a face. What the is this?
Well, lady, the problem is you have your curtains open at night. Wait, look in the upper. Oh!
What the is that?
You mean those up there?
It looks like a hand.
Oh, okay, that's pretty creepy.
freaking face. Like 2 hands and a face.
I'm not very observant, no.
What is this?
I don't think the lady herself even noticed.
As you can see, what appear to be handprints and even a face impression suddenly become visible on the window. The marks look pressed into the
Lady, that's
glass
why you gotta
as
keep your
if
curtains
something was
closed,
right there,
especially at night.
watching from the other side. The detail is what makes it so disturbing. It doesn't just look random, it resembles something with form, something close. It's easy to interpret this as an unseen presence revealing itself in a physical way, leaving
Yeah, the lady herself didn't even notice these up here. Girl, you gotta watch yourself. This here was just the smoke screen. That's what you gotta watch out for, lady. That, and close your curtains at night. Keep your curtains closed. Actually, keep your curtains closed entirely. Never open them again. That way, you'll get 0 creepy faces looking in.
behind traces of where it had been standing. At the same time, there could be a more ordinary explanation. Residue, condensation, or oils on the glass can sometimes reveal prints that were invisible before, especially with changes in temperature or lighting. Even so, the timing is what makes this moment stand out. Feeling like you're being watched and then seeing something appear that seems to confirm it
Oh yeah.
is the kind of experience that lingers long after the moment
Yeah,
passes.
the drift, definitely the creepiest thing. The moral of the day is just keep your curtains closed.
In March of 2013, a YouTuber known as Dan82ify uploaded a video describing a disturbing experience that had just happened moments earlier.
Oh.
According to Dan, he had just woken up and gone downstairs, only to find that all of his kitchen cabinets were wide open. He insists they were closed when he went to bed the night before, which immediately left him feeling uneasy. Concerned, he grabs his camera and begins recording. We then follow him into the kitchen as he starts closing each cabinet one by one, trying to make sense of what's going on. Everything seems calm for a moment, until this happens.
Oh boy, we're ready.
I'm really, really scared right now. Just want to shut all these. I figured I'd get it on camera so if something happens, at least it's documented. All right. I think I'm just gonna go downstairs and chill out and edit for a little while.
Oh shit! Oh lord!
Oh, fuck me.
The
I gotta
bro just ran
upload
for
this.
it.
I gotta upload this before anything happens. And nobody gets to see
I can
this.
upload it right now.
Ow. I think I broke my ankle.
Dude, you broke your ankle?
Out of nowhere, a glass suddenly falls and shatters on the floor, causing Dan to jump in shock.
And did those doors open up again? Yeah, dude. Could your camera been any more janky? And talk about his priorities, dude. Oh, look, stuff suddenly fell from the thingy. You know, oh my gosh, I better go record it right away. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know, but if people can't sleep through quakes, and you know they can rattle doors open. Tornadoes, I don't know about tornadoes. I've never experienced a tornado, but I've had the cases like this happen where you know there was like a quake overnight. I slept through it, and then I wake up next morning and see like my drawer was open or something. I'd be like, oh hey, how'd that happen? And then oh okay, there was an earthquake last night. Okay, and if there was one just now, you know that's why the glass rattled out and broke.
Shock. And just seconds later, another one falls, breaking apart just the same.
And
The reaction is
curtain swoops
immediate.
out and
Panicked, Dan turns and runs, desperate to get away from whatever might be causing it. In his rush, he ends up falling down the stairs, later claiming it twisted his ankle, trying to escape. The sequence of events feels sudden and chaotic, like something escalated without warning.
honestly, I
To
feel
some,
them.
this looks like classic poltergeist
I'm kinda the same way
activity,
sometimes.
with
I
objects
panic.
being
I'll
moved
fling
or
things.
thrown by an unseen force. It's also possible the entire scenario was staged for the video. What makes this clip linger is how quickly things spiral. It starts with something small and unsettling, and within seconds, it turns into something much harder to ignore.
There's a lot of glass to clean up. Yeah,
over on the interdimensional NHI subreddit, a user known as FVMK3 shared a video filmed in Cambridge, UK, back in 2014.
NHI?
In the
What
clip,
is that?
someone is simply recording the night sky above the city. Nothing unusual.
As far as tsunamis go in the US, I don't think the East... I've never heard of it happening on the East Coast of the US. Not that I know of. Quakes are pretty rare on the East Coast as far as I know. So much that even a tiny free-pointer would make the news, right? That's in my experience. I rarely hear of East Coast quakes. Maybe in like... Yeah, it's the West Coast that has all the quakes on them. Here in Anchorage, we don't get quakes. I mean... We get quakes, we don't get tsunamis. Except that like one sole exception. But places like California, along the west coast there, yeah, they would definitely have to worry about a tsunami. But I haven't heard of one happening in like a really, really long time. Same with Hawaii, really, and places, and more rural places in Alaska, like, you know, like Homer and Nilchik down there. Yeah, they're always possible, but yeah, I haven't heard of one happening in like a really long time. You know, my gosh, knock on wood, right? But my gosh. So I don't think Bro lived anywhere near a tsunami danger. And if he did, you know, the stairs are the last place he'd want to go. He'd want to get out of his house and get the high ground if there was a tsunami. Oh, there's a tsunami in Florida. Well, hopefully they're all right, gosh. Because tsunamis are pretty scary. They're no joke at all, man. Yeah, people picture it as like, you know, oh, it's huge tidal waves, right? But no, tsunamis aren't like that at all. It's more like a steady flooding, you know? I've seen videos of what some tsunamis look like, dude. It's pretty scary. Yeah, scarier than glass falling off the shelf. I think you're thinking of hurricanes, not tsunamis. Florida does get a lot of hurricanes. Yeah, hurricanes are those large tropical storms. Yeah, they do bring in swaths of water, strong winds and stuff. Yeah, not quite like a tornado, but, you know, it's still a giant swirly storm from the sea. Yeah, I think you're thinking of a hurricane. Yeah, hurricanes are different from tsunamis. Yeah, Florida gets hurricanes. Yeah, not just Florida. A lot of southern states get hit by tsunamis, by hurricanes. Yeah, like, you know, southern states like Georgia and Louisiana, perhaps, I think. Yeah, that southern area. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, hopefully Bro doesn't experience something like that in his lifetime. My goodness. Yeah. Either way, you know, I guess Bro had a reason to be scared after all. Okay, now where were we on the next one here? We were now on interdimensional NHI. Now what the heck is an NHI, dude?
Known as FVMK3 shared a video filmed in Cambridge, UK, back in 2014. In the clip, someone is simply recording the night sky above the city.
As one does.
Nothing
Just
unusual at
randomly recording.
first, but after a few seconds, something appears that quickly changes the tone of the footage.
Oh. There they go. Flying orbs in formation. There they go. Off doing flying orb things.
Oh!
Are they racing each other? Oh.
What is it?
Oh no, and now they're gone. Now they're gone.
3 bright orbs can be seen moving together in a tight
NHI is
formation.
Non-human intelligence. Oh, okay, so basically aliens. Because of course it's aliens. And these orbs are just racing each other. There they go.
They glide smoothly across the sky before suddenly accelerating at a speed that's difficult to track. And then, just like that, they vanish. The coordination between the 3 objects is what stands out. They don't drift randomly, they move together almost as if they are connected or following the same path with precision.
But then they break up at the end.
Moments like this often get linked to reports of orb-shaped UAP, especially when multiple objects are seen moving in formation. At the same time, it's hard to say exactly what's being captured here. Without more context, it could be something more conventional that simply appears unusual from a distance. Interestingly, the footage was even featured in a Netflix documentary involving George Knapp called Investigation Alien, which is only added to the discussion around it. Clips like this tend to stick with people, not
rockets or satellites, something like that, right? I mean, in the spirit of the video, you know, we can acknowledge, okay, maybe it's aliens having a little race here, you know, doing a little scan, flying in coordination and racing off. But you think aliens have better things to do with their time than race in Earth skies and spook out humans, right?
just because of what's seen, but because of how clean and coordinated it all looks before it's suddenly gone.
Well, on to number 4.
Millions of children around the world love Peppa Pig. It's a harmless, cheerful character, the kind of thing you'd never expect to be involved in anything unsettling.
Oh.
But after
What'd you
this
do?
moment, that might change. This video posted to TikTok by Iconic Hannah shows a child's Peppa Pig plush lying on its side on a bed. At first, there's absolutely nothing unusual about it, just a normal toy sitting still, until you look a little closer.
Uh-oh. What'd you do, Peppa? What'd you do?
If you focus on the face, you can see it. The eyes move. It's subtle, but noticeable enough to feel completely wrong.
I was waiting for something to happen. Just the eyes moving? Let's see. Oh, that's certainly ominous. Let's hope it wasn't that. Okay, wait, run that back. The eyes were moving?
A little closer.
Oh. That's not good. Okay, I see it now. Yeah, the eyes are moving.
If you focus on the face, you can see it. The eyes move. It's subtle,
It's
but
a googly
noticeable
eye
enough
doll,
to
isn't
feel
it?
completely wrong. The toy itself doesn't shift, just the eyes, as if something inside briefly adjusted them. Naturally, this raises a lot of questions. The uploader later cut open the plush to check if there was anything inside that could explain it,
Peppa,
but found nothing.
no!
Just stuffing, like any other toy.
No!
To some, this feels like something unnatural briefly revealing
They executed the doll for nothing, dude. Yeah, exactly like you said, like what you said. I mean, you know, the doll doesn't need to move for the eyes to move. And then they went and executed poor Peppa for nothing. Like, it happens. Has anybody ever had dolls with googly eyes? Those eyes will move on their own. You know, there's like latent, I don't know, vibrations or whatever all around us. The googly eyes will move on their own. It's nothing to be scared of. And then they go cut up a perfectly good doll for nothing, dude. This is more sad than scary.
itself through an
Peppa
everyday
Pig didn't
object.
deserve that.
A more grounded explanation is that the movement was added in editing. Small, isolated changes like this can be created convincingly with simple video effects. What makes it unsettling is how minimal it is. No dramatic movement, just a slight shift in the eyes.
Because that's what
Enough
googly
to
eyes
make you
do.
pause and look twice.
Poor Peppa Pig. Yeah. Oh, what a shame. What a shame.
A TikTok user known as El Morcillo posted a video in February of 2026 showing what starts off as a normal day at the playground with his young child.
Oh.
At first, it feels like a wholesome moment, just a parent spending time with their kid. But it quickly becomes clear that something isn't quite right.
Oh dear.
From the beginning, the uploader seems uneasy, as if he's already noticed something off in the area, which is likely why he started recording in the first place.
Oh.
And then, around the 1 minute mark, things start to get strange.
Oh, what do you see? What do you see?
No,
over
mi
there?
amor, no pasa nada, ven. No era nada, no era nada, ven. ¿Qué?
¿Qué es?
No sé, no, bro. Irga, Irga, mira, sí se miró. Sí se miró. Neta, yo sí miré, alcancé a ver algo.
Oh, dude.
Mira, ¿te checaste? ¿Viste?
Oh, some creeper hanging out there? Oh my gosh.
In the background, near a tree, what looks like a shadowy figure can briefly be seen standing still. It's
Wait,
faint,
what?
but noticeable enough to stand.
Wait, that I didn't notice. They just didn't like that and just chose Executor for no reason. They would have found any excuse to do that. That's awful. That's awful. Poor Peppa Pig. Okay, so wait, what the heck? I didn't see no shadow dude. Hold on.
As if he's already noticed something off in the area,
Yeah?
which is likely why he started recording in the first place.
Okay, I saw
And
creeper in the
then, around the
tree,
1
but
minute
shadow
mark,
person?
things start to get strange.
No, mi amor, no pasa nada, ven.
Oh, wait. Oh. Let's back up a little bit. Back up. Okay, dude. Okay, what the heck? Okay, so not one part creeper, but two of them. Creepy shadow dude over here, And then La Creatura hiding behind the tree. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, dude. You got Creeper 1 there, then Creeper 2 hiding in the tree?
Sí se miró. Yo sí miré, alcancé a ver algo.
Yeah, Creeper 1 and Creeper 2, what the heck? What kind of, dude, are parks not sacred anymore? What the heck is going on with La Creatura
Yeah,
and Shadow
¿viste?
Dude? Just watching people. Yeah, dude, get your family out of there.
In the background, near a tree, what looks like a shadowy figure can briefly be seen standing still.
Yeah,
It's
Creeper
faint,
number 1 over there.
but noticeable enough to stand out once you spot it. Then, not long after, something even more unsettling appears. A head seems to peek out from the side of the tree, just enough to be seen, before quickly pulling back, almost as if it's watching them.
Dude, it's just creepy on a
The
different
timing
level,
and
man.
placement make it feel deliberate. In a follow-up video, the uploader goes back to the same location and shows the tree up close. And that's where things get even more confusing.
Yeah?
The tree is far too thin for a person to realistically hide behind, especially in the way the figure appeared in the original clip.
Oh.
It gives the impression that whatever was peeking out shouldn't have been able to stay concealed there at all. To some, this feels like something observing from a distance, appearing just long enough to...
Isn't that how it goes? Oh hey, Kushkadika, hey, you're just in time. We got a couple more spooky Sunday videos left to go. Yeah, right now we're on. You got Shadow Blob here, Creeper number 1 in the park, and then La Creatura, poking his head out at the tree. 2 creepers and one park, dude. Can you believe that? One can hope, right? One can hope. You know, security needs to do a better job, okay? Like you're supposed to be protecting this family, not scaring them.
too thin for a person to realistically hide behind, especially in the way the figure appeared in the original
La
clip.
Creatura needs to mind his own
It
business,
gives the
man.
impression that whatever was peeking out shouldn't have been able to stay concealed there at all. To some, this feels like something observing from a distance, appearing just long enough to be noticed before disappearing again. The videos could also be staged, possibly using clever positioning or editing to create the illusion of something hiding behind the tree.
Possibly.
But when you see something peek out and then realize there's nowhere for it to hide,
Yeah.
it leaves behind a very
disclaimed, so I don't
specific
know
kind
who
of
he is.
unease.
Well, either way, park creepers are just creepy in a different way. Ooh.
Before we get started with this next video, some of you might recognize it. It was actually featured in one of my older videos many years ago, but since it's been so long, I wanted to take another look at it for those who are new to the channel,
Oh.
or for those who may never have seen it before. The clip was originally posted to YouTube by a channel known as Kilo Lu on
Okay.
December 4th, 2012, and it shows a group of friends exploring a long, dimly lit tunnel late at night.
Oh.
From the start, the atmosphere feels tense. One of the guys shines a flashlight down the tunnel, trying to see if anything is lurking in the
Oh
distance.
dear.
Eventually, they decide to move forward, slowly
They go
making
in-
their
they go
way
in there?
deeper inside. Step by step, they continue through the darkness,
Oh.
growing more cautious as they go. And then, this happens.
Oh. Oh. What is it? Oh! Oh dear! You have to let's get out of there.
Out of nowhere, a strange figure suddenly charges toward them at full speed.
Okay,
The
okay.
reaction is instant.
Okay, it's a good one. That got me. That got me. Yeah, watch this. It's scary, but it's kind of ridiculous too. Watch this. Let's see. Yeah, bro's here, shining a flashlight, right? Shining a flashlight, and suddenly, yeah, some dude pops right in there. Yeah. What the heck is bro up to? What's he doing? Another guy practicing his FNAF jump scare. What is that? That is an awesome prank, isn't it? Like imagine a group of friends, one of them totally goes on ahead and blah, blah, blah. But if that's not one of their friends, I'll say it time and again, that's a good way of getting yourself shot, dude. Don't just scare people in scary tunnels. Okay, but good one. You gotta yelp out at me. Good one. Okay. Okay, it's kind of funny now. It's kind of funny now. Yeah, look how he moves. He kind of judders. It's so scary that it becomes funny. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Run, Philip, run! Get out there! Oh my god!
Out of nowhere, a strange figure
gosh.
suddenly charges toward them at full speed. The reaction is instant. The group turns and runs, clearly terrified by whatever just came rushing out of the darkness. The creature itself is hard to make out clearly. Its shape looks unusual, almost distorted, but the pole lighting makes it difficult to fully understand what we're seeing.
Yeah, it moves so
To some
swiftly, it
people,
must be
this
a
feels
prank.
like a genuine, unknown entity, something hiding deep within the tunnel, only revealing itself when the group got too close. Another explanation is that it could simply be a person, possibly positioned ahead of time, who ran toward them to create a scare.
Yeah.
What makes this clip memorable is how quickly everything shifts. 1 second it's quiet exploration,
I mean, if it
and the
is some
next,
kind of creature
pure
living
panic.
there, like, dude, that's his tunnel. That's his home. What would you do if someone burst into your home, right? You charge at them too.
On June 17th,
Alright,
2021, a woman named Chriselle Luna uploaded a video to her YouTube channel showing herself exploring an old, allegedly haunted prison.
Uh-oh.
For the first several minutes, she moves through different hallways and rooms, investigating the building. Nothing particularly unusual happens at first, just the usual tension that comes with being alone in a place like that. But then, in one specific room, everything changes.
Oh dear.
Yo quiero preguntar, y me estoy atreviendo a hacerlo estando sola en este lugar. ¡Ay! Dios mío, yo vi algo que corrió. En este lugar.
Whoopsie daisy.
En este lugar.
If you look closely at the window, a dark figure suddenly flies past at incredible speed. It happens so quickly that it's easy to miss, but Chriselle notices it immediately, and her reaction says
Lady, you shouldn't be
everything.
exploring places like this on your own.
Before she even has time to process what she just saw, something even more unsettling happens.
Uh-oh.
Hayan visto, yo les voy. ¡Ay! Ahí está corriendo algo. Voy a. Lo hayan visto, yo les voy. ¡Ay!
He's
Ahí
coming
está
back, he's
corriendo
coming
algo.
back.
Voy
Lady!
a mostrárselos. Se los voy a mostrar ya cuando haga la edición de este video para ponerle un círculo y puedan apreciar lo que yo vi en mi cámara. Qué fuerte, qué fuerte, qué fuerte. No sé qué era, no sé si era la niña, no sé si era otra cosa, pero estoy segura que no era una persona porque no hay nadie aquí.
The figure comes back. This time it moves in the opposite direction,
Oh, there it goes.
almost as if it's running across the same area again, deliberately making itself visible. The timing is what makes this moment stand out.
Yeah, lady,
It's not
this way
just a
don't explore
one-off
dangerous
glimpse.
places on your
It happens
own.
twice
Lady,
in a way that
if
feels
you're exploring
almost
abandoned
intentional.
places, bring a trusted friend with
To
you.
some, this looks like a shadowy entity lingering inside the prison, briefly revealing itself before disappearing again. Amazingly,
It was her friend trying
Chriselle
to get
doesn't
caught
get
on camera,
frightened
huh?
away from this entity entirely, as she proceeds to continue her investigation, but she is never able to find this entity again. Hopefully, Chriselle won't ever go back to this prison for another investigation again,
Hopefully she
because
brings a
this
friend for
entity
next
may
time,
be
too.
waiting for her return.
Well then.
And that was 11 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then subscribe for more scary content.
That was Spooky Sunday.
My
in a
name is Sir
nutshell.
Spooks, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Well. Well done, well done. Well done indeed. Oh my gosh. A good assortment of videos today. Not bad. Yeah, footprints in the snow, or, you know, something airdropped from space. You'll never know. Yeah. Yeah, bro running around with a headlight on. You know, you do you, bub. You do you. Just be yourself, as they say. Yeah, the imaginary friend one. This one was kind of cute too. It wasn't scary. It was cute. You know, if it was her imaginary friend, you know, he tried. He tried to bring the stroller over. He tried. That's what counts. Yeah, and the singing in the river was eerie, but in a cool sort of way. Yeah. Yeah, the only one that was really scary was... Yeah, this one. This one was scary, but, you know, in a different kind of way. You know, I got Creeper 1 and Creeper 2 just hanging out in the park, dude. And this one, you know, it's only scary the first time because you're not expecting it. But then after, it's kind of hilarious, isn't it? Yeah, I'll link y'all the video. Make sure you give it a watch and like yourself. Yeah, okay, look, this person gets it. I will never understand people who don't close their curtains at night. Exactly, keep your curtains closed at night, people. Like, I'm sorry, do you want creepy faces to look in on you? Oh, no. No. Don't give them a reason. Don't give them a reason or an opening. Close your curtains all the time. Never open them again. Never.